I look, well, like this. After 3 years of testosterone, I'm now at the stage where I'm typically gendered correctly almost all the time by people on the phone, and sort of 50-50 in person. For the first couple of years, I was misgendered in person, which is to say assumed to be a woman, pretty much 100% of the time, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, it sucked. It still sucks. It's horrible. It is also, however, occasionally funny in its absurdity, so that's what we're going to do today. For the first year or so after transitioning, I kept my long hair, and by long, I mean waist-length long. I miss that hair. Either way, getting misgendered was pretty much a dead cert at all times. So one night, out and about at a pub with friends, I was just feeling kind of worn down and tired and just couldn't face getting guff from strangers in a bathroom. So I thought, you know what? Sod it, I'm using the ladies. So everything's normal, I head to the bathroom, woman holds the door for me and I say thank you very much. The woman is literally blocking the doorway at this point and gives me this long, suspicious look. You've got a very deep voice for a woman. I went to the ladies to avoid transphobic comments, got mistaken for a trans woman and quizzed by the toilet police. You literally cannot win. Several years later, another bathroom story, this time with short hair. This voice, baby face, and I'm at work. Head to the gents, a guy holds the door for me, you're probably spotting a pattern here, and as part of this generally polite gesture he goes, ladies first. He was literally holding the door for me to the men's toilets. I do kind of wonder whether he got like 20 seconds down the corridor and kind of went, hang on a minute. And finally, the most recent story from like a week ago, and the thing that made me decide to make this video, I went to get my haircut at the local gents barber that I have been using for the last year. There was a new guy there and I took a seat because he was seeing somebody else, and he turns round to me. Sorry, we don't do haircuts for women. That's fine, I'm not a woman. But you're a woman. Nope, not a woman. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure! What kind of question is that? Are you sure? Who are you, a gender psychiatrist? What possible response is anybody expecting to that question? Oh! Yes, sorry, I'd forgotten. Sorry mate, I'll just go. Now, there is no doubt that trans women get the sharper end of transphobia, but oppressive patriarchal gender norms do have the thinnest of silver linings, which is to say that if you have long hair and are wearing a dress and makeup, even if they can tell that you're trans, then people still at least kind of code you as feminine. There is still more than enough room in that to be cruel and dickish, but there is at least an awareness that the aesthetic that you are going for is femme. These are clothes worn by women, and while that is stupid, it does at least give an understood language with which to code yourself as a woman. Conversely, cis women wearing masculine clothes is pretty normalised. This is broadly excellent, obviously. I'm not arguing that, woo, go sisters. But what it does mean is that if you are a trans guy who still has breasts and or is not rocking a full beard, then it literally does not matter what you wear, everyone will assume you are a woman. The visible coding difference between man and butch dyke is pretty much wafer thin. Very, very few clothes are just hard-coded, these are clothes for men. Maybe a suit and tie, but even then, I mean, it would be really nice if people just didn't assume gender based on appearance at all, but I'm not holding my breath for that one. Until then, this kind of shit's just gonna keep rolling in. And whatever it does, we may as well try and find the comedy in it. So anybody else got comedy misgendering stories, if that's a thing for anyone other than me? Aside from that, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll speak to you soon.